a good night to Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique once again. It is time for Talking Points. My name's Sheldon Scott. I'll be with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. It is now 8 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on the Spanish side of Grenada. We're not late, we're just exactly where we're supposed to be when we're supposed to be there. Saying a special good night to each and every one of you listening to us via the various mediums. Let me say a special good night to each of you under the Facebook. First of all, let me say a special good night to you, Zoe and Zayla. They're saying a special good night to you, Azavia. What's in Azavia? Azalea, good night to you as well. Adejan, good night. Right? Good night to the children. Hope that you all are having a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. Yeah. Kendrick Gibbs, good night to you. Olive McKeown in London, Jane Louisa Pascal, Sharon Felix, Cynthia B, Jakeem Williams, McLean Mitchell, Diana Romney, John Mark, good night. Lynn Joseph, Pamela Hackett, Esther Peters, Davis Charles, Antonito, good night to you, bro. Nesta Sinclair, Maudlin Bartholomew, Cynthia B, Nakisha Jones, Peter Stryker, you're on time tonight, brother. Laslyn Douglas, good night. Veronica Frederick, Deborah Flanders, Errol Bonaparte, I see you. Yvonne Courtney, good night to you. Laslyn Douglas, so good night to each and every one of you who are under the Facebook. Those of you that have said, Andre, good night to you. Andre Noel, Norma Roberts, Denise Fabio, good night to each and every one of you. Alban Harris, good night. Debbie Seals, Errol Bonaparte, Wilfred Antoine, Phyllis Mitchell, Faithlin Hallie Douglas, Vanessa Lalji, Lona Lolo Williams, good night to you. And Osbert James, Kathleen Ledlow, Sandra Joseph, Francis George, good night to you. Faithlin Hallie Douglas, Fitzroy Phillip, Kathleen Knight, Ashma Charles, Claude Abraham, Gillian Noel, Listra Abraham, Janice Mitchell, Teresa Joseph, Gavin Thomas, Gavin. Yeah, man, to give you a buzz. Charmaine Jeremiah, Ann Andrews, Hillary Joseph, Shirley and James, Velma Pascal, good life, good night to you. Deborah Laborde, I see you. Alcy Peters, Maud Martin, Anne-Marie Grant, Miriam Samuel, Jennifer Louise, Matthew Boyne, good day. What's up, bro? Patsy Frank, Carib Spice, Jerome Lewis, Gemma Warwood, Jenny Samuel, Marilyn Ferguson, you recover? Nice, good. Right, Clive Raymond, Joanna George, Anna Lewis, Cindy Thomas, Angela Mapp, Rodney Barry, Veronica Lewis, Earl Benjamin, Eliza Bernard, Gloria Francois, Carl Jones, Jocelyn Matterson, Public Notice, Savage Gold Queen, Charmaine Ragba Singh, Denot, Bernard James. Who should buy what? Yeah. I can't make out that night, day, pan. Okay, San Francisco. Good night to you. Chris London, Sandra Pascal. Good night to you and the little one who is upset right now. I can see the face. He called my name wrong. Dr. Julie Dubois. Good night to you, my dear. Wendy Telesford. Nurse Wendy Ann McGuire. I know that you're somewhere around. Yeah, I haven't seen you yet, but I know that you're somewhere around. Quite a bit going on, huh? folks, the phone lines are open. We're going to keep the phone lines open tonight. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. So feel free to call at any point in time. Just give us a buzz. So the lines are open. Just making sure, because I got in, so just making sure that I have everything here organized a little properly, and so yes, nice. That is what I was looking for there. Nice. So 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers. It is the midweek, yeah. It's the midweek meditation. And it feels sort of strange this week. Remember, it's been a kind of short week, yeah. And then next week, from what I'm picking up, is a short week as well. Corpus Christi next week. I barely remembered it was with Monday on Monday. I nearly got up and started to get ready and so on to head out. And then realized, wait, no, there's a holiday in shooting. Chrissy, good night to you, my dear. Hope you're having a wonderful one. Shemi and Keda, I know both of you are listening. A special good night to you all. Good night to your mom. I have a couple questions to ask tonight. And folks, one of the things I realized that there's some of the fires taking place different places, and come on, man, we know the rules. You can't see the place dry like this and you're going and lighting fires different place and thing. You're endangering people's lives, you're endangering people's property, and so on. I mean, what's the necessity to go lighting fires in different places? I think there was one. Well, I don't know if it was somebody lighted. Some people that say, well, it has sulfur in the ground just light. So I know there was a fire up Mount Moritz direction. I think there was one in St. Paul's and so on. The fire trucks have to go now and be taking all the water out of the hydrants. Water that otherwise could have been used to supply some of the places that don't have water. So the fire trucks have to be going to take that water now to try and outdown fire different places. And so come on, man. Take it to the Lord. And for those of you that may be wondering what is taking place with the classroom, he has been having some technical difficulties, which we are trying to resolve. He should be back up and running by next week. And then along with that, folks, there is also, remember, it's a short week. So you may be thinking it's around Tuesday or so. No, today is Wednesday, which means tomorrow is Simon Says, yeah. Take it to sometimes you just have to tell them, take it to the Lord in prayer. Oh, I'm sorry for those of you that I was not watching the WhatsApp. Yes, the WhatsApp is up and running now, yeah. So 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Give us a buzz, give us a call. I've heard that several things taking place with the nurses, yeah. So I heard that the nurses have been told that, hey, you're getting contract, yeah, so that the nurses are finally going to get contracted. But the thing is, the nurses still not sure on, and I'm just trying to pull up something here. Yeah, the nurses are still not sure if what they are being told is the truth. Because the thing is this, if you are taking the people off of contract, you're placing them under the public service, so there's a process for that. And you expect that they would receive that in writing or so on. Not that somebody would just come and tell them, hey, we're making all the permanent, but that at least, yeah. And I'm pretty sure the unions don't know anything about it, because as usual, they do things without going through the union, so that at the end of the day, when the unions have an issue that they have decided that they want to strike on, they could always say to them, hey, Forget the union. It's not the union give all you anything. Yeah? I hope I hope the unions understand what is taking place with them. They are union busting. So the nurses, they told them at the general hospital, and so they told them that's how they've been appointed to staff nurses, and they backdated to the 1st of April, so that they appoint them as staff nurses and they backdated to April. And they know anything about increase the salary, that kind of thing. They know anything about it. So they're just there and they know what really taking place with them. Yeah? So the nurses, some of them, they've been told that, yeah, all you're appointed and so on. No letter, no nothing. And they don't know if it's the salary is going to increase, and it's been backdated to the 1st day of April. So this government tends to be doing a lot of stuff and backdating it. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff and backdating it. Yeah. 4407377. If you're backdating them to April, and that there's going to be something with the salary too, so let's see. Also, I continue hearing, especially, and this one comes especially, I don't know why that's happening, but especially when it comes to the cleaners at the schools. The cleaners at the various schools, they are having that problem, that they are not receiving the minimum wage. They are working every day. They're putting in their hours and everything every day they're working. Yet they're carrying out their task. Yet still, the cleaners at the schools, be it primary school, secondary school, etc., we've been hearing from several of the cleaners that they have not been receiving and still have not received the minimum wage. Some, apparently for whatever reason, I don't want to use a reason and say here, but some getting it and some are not getting it. So some of them are receiving the minimum wage while others are not receiving the minimum wage. Yes, some get the minimum wage and then they get the whole thing, right? They get the whole thing for the months, and so that they were not getting it from January to when they got it. Yet still you have others in this. I would think that if you have a group of people carrying out a particular job at a particular salary within a department, that when you're doing for one, you do for all. I wouldn't think that you do for this one, but you ain't do for that one. There's a minimum wage. It says no one in the state of Grenada should be working for under $1,200 a month. And therefore you can't still be paying the people under what you have put in place as law. And then when they're there and they realize, person A, person B, person C, that they are getting their minimum wage payments, and they even get the backlog that they had to get. Yeah? When they realize other people are getting it and they are not getting it, what you're doing is that you are making these people depressed. They are wondering now if this is being done in a spiteful way. Because remember, all of these people, and you can't tell me differently, all of these people are on the same system to be paid. All the names, if they are working in the same grouping, are under the system to be paid. In the same category. So if you're doing it for one, do it across the board for all. Everybody in that category, they're working for that. And it's not only the cleaners. There's a problem with the security guards. They are not receiving the proper minimum wage. And that's many of the security guards who are working again at the schools and so. So there's a problem when it comes to the cleaners. There's a problem when it comes to the security guards. They are not receiving the minimum wage. Yeah? So that is something that they definitely have to look at. Yeah, that is something that they have to look at. Folks, a reminder, the New National Party New York Support Group, they cordially invite you to attend an exquisite affair. That's taking place, an evening of elegance, style, and class, yeah, and that's taking place Saturday, July the 13th. So put your stuff together, and it starts from 9 p.m. Music by DJ Jude and Small Clothes. Tickets, $100, attire, formal, all-inclusive event. Come experience delightful entertainment, fine dining, graceful dancing, and a lively auction at the Legacy Loft, 9302 Ditmas Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11236. And for more information, contact Kathy Albert at 347-262-6818. Wendy McGuire, 917-602-1476. Aisha Oliver, 917-520-3164. P.D. Francis, 917-642-7187. And Sharon Caesar at 862-234-0879. And just remember, in attendance will be former Prime Minister, political leader of the New National Party, leader of His Majesty's Opposition, Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. And you may see other people from, other people might be there too. Other people might, no, me, I don't have visa. Other people might be there too. All right. Nice. 440. Well, wait there. So all you're calling. All right. Nice. No problem, man. Don't call. No problem. Don't call. Let me get something here. I want to play something here for you. Let me make sure I do the right thing. I hope the audio issues from the system, not this system here, but from the system that I use there, have been rectified. Let me hope, yeah.
Hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as.
Yeah, let me try and hear something here, man. Yeah, you walking. All right, yeah. So let me see if I can pull that up. Nice. So let's listen to the minister this morning on GBN's To The Point program. That is on Classic FM and so on. Right, nice. You don't have to call their number. They're not on right now. But yeah, so this is from the GBN this morning. Yeah, the Minister of Tourism and Culture, the one that went and hid in Carriacou when Six Sense was opening. Yeah, he. So he was on this morning. Let's hear what he has to say there.
Area that we are venturing into. A lot of work is going on in the creative economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home. But the applications are coming in, especially for the concession program that we have. We have people applying for concession in terms of developing the ideas and developing the program. Now, when that happens, we will call in the individual, interview the individual, find out what ideas he or she has, convert that idea into a business plan, and hold that individual hand along the way. Because
I wonder if you all picked up the first part of what I was playing. Let me bring that back a bit and see if you all recognize what I'm getting at here tonight.
A lot of work is going on in the creative economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home.
So, in other words, all the people that are working under the creative industry thing there, the minister is saying that these people are working from home. So, I don't know, that is some nice job, boy, because the kind of salaries I hear passing day, and they're going to work from home. Hey, I think I want a job. Oh, check me now, man. I creative too, and I could drum, I could do all kind of thing. I creative too. I could paint. I could do wire bending. I could paint. I could do fabric design and all kind of thing. So yeah, so they are saying here that these people working from home. So it have a whole government department now where people don't have a central location. So they created a new government department. And after they created that new government department, which was announced in 2022, we are in May of 2024 now. So they announced the creation of that new department during the budget presentation. They mentioned it before, but you heard about it officially in the budget presentation of 2022, the budget presentation of 2023. So you heard that. Let me just make sure that you all heard that, right? And he's saying now that that department that has been created, these people do have a place working from. So these people operating from, well, what kind of salary are you paying them? Because I hear in some thousands upon thousands there, you know. Yeah? Thousands upon thousands are here and there. So these people are working from home. All right. Can vex with a man for he flex. I wouldn't vex with a man for he flex. If they gain thousands of dollars to stay home and chill and thing, and they working in the creative industry. Well, at least if there was some output, if we could hear, if we could have seen what it was that these people were producing, That is another story. Huh? Yeah, that would be another story. But they're working from home. All right. So everybody in that creative industry thing, they're working from home. They do have an office. Again, let me hear you, Minister. We just because there's something else I want to get at there too.
Home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they're working at home.
Right. So they're all working remotely and they're working at home. They do have a place for them. Yeah. They don't have a place for them yet, so they're working remotely and they're working at home.
We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they're working at home. But
okay, but there's the other part that I want you to pay particular attention to now.
Applications are coming in, especially for the concession program that we have. We have people applying for concession in terms of developing the ideas and developing the program. Now, when that happens, we will call in the individual.
Now, what I'm getting at here is that concession program to which he is referring, that concession, no, I ain't taking the calls. No, when I was asking for the calls, I wasn't calling. Hold on now, I'm talking. When the concessions that he is talking about were supposed to take effect, in the budget presentation that took place on the 9th of December 2022 at the Houses of Parliament, the Prime Minister, who was then Minister of Finance, in announcing the moves that they were about to make in the creative industry, spoke of concessions to be given to people in the creative industry. In other words, you want to do videos and let me close your mouth. Sorry, I mouth kind of open the yeah. Let me close your mouth a little bit for your boss. Yeah, right. Yeah, that kind of the mouth open thing kind of affected me. Right. So the Prime Minister announced that there would be a special concession that would be given to people in the creative sector, and that concession would start in February of 2023 for 1 year, 12 months. Yeah, that is what was announced to the people of Grenada, that there would be a concession to people in the creative sector, that those concessions would last for 12 months starting in February of 2023. We are now in May of 2024. So I'm wondering if that was extended. I haven't seen the SRO for that one, Minister. All they're going to do, put out a SRO now and backdate it. Because as far as we know, the concession thing for people in the creative sector, fellas who want to do photography and decide they want to buy the camera and the flash and the light screen and the back screen and all these sort of things and the editing machine and so. As far as general public knows, as far as other people who may have been interested in getting such knows, those concessions ended up in February. I think we have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, caller. Go right ahead.
Yeah, Sheldon, I'm trying to find out. Wasn't that the same program that they had a whole launch for and all of that, and there was some monies budgeted for that launch?
Yeah, there's a significant amount of money. I could probably pull it up in the budget document to show how much money was budgeted for that particular area.
So you are saying that there was the launch, there was this big shenanigans with invitees and all of that, and while all of that was going on, there was not even an office space allocated for the persons that would be working in that sector?
Well,
no, I'm trying to follow here based on what the minister said this morning.
Well,
because if I remember clearly,
if you follow, you will fall off a cliff.
even the Prime Minister stated to us that there's a lot of buildings, a lot of government buildings around the country that is, unoccupied, and all you had to do is pretty much put some paint on it where needed and put people in those buildings. So how it is that a sector like that they were touting and said it's important, and even knocked the NNP and said that NNP did nothing like that. Look at us, we are doing this, and you are not a year later or a year and months later, you're not off the ground with an office? Or is it by design because maybe who's working in that sector, they are in the diaspora, so that's why they're working remotely? I'm just asking. I don't know.
That's a very, very, very interesting observation. It could be that some of the people not even based in Grenada. It could be that some of these people are not even based in. I would not doubt it because their home doesn't necessarily mean Grenada. Home could be Australia. Home could be some part of Papua New Guinea. So
I just that you saying that working remotely from home and you're dealing with concessions and you're dealing with all of that. How is that happening? Yes, I know we live in a technological age. You can scan documents and you can scan this, but the persons with these documents, they're going to individuals' homes to drop it off to them. I'm just kind of bewildered, and I think
that's the other thing. If they're collecting documents for people who are applying for concessions that were supposed to have ended in February, and remember, the ministry can't give concessions. The people to give the concessions are the Ministry of Finance. That is who you have to apply to.
Exactly.
So the Ministry of Finance, the Minister of Finance, so the permanent secretary basically, they are the ones in that ministry that would organize to give a concession to any category of people that are seeking concessions. It has to come in the hands of the Minister of Finance, the Ministry of Finance. They address that matter. So to say that they're collecting the documents is a good question. Where? Because they don't have a place.
Again, I'm like, where is it being collected? Where is it being stored? Because everybody's working from home. Did the government give everybody that's working from home a computer so that they can store government documents? I mean, this is absurd. And now I could see why these ministers and these government officials was avoiding the press, because every time they open their mouth and they talk, it's more questions than answers. And I can't believe persons that are operating and running this country could actually go and speak to the nation, with such disregard for what they're really saying. I mean, it makes sense now why they run to these shows on a Sunday where they talk basically to one set of people and not just the nation, because any thinking person or you don't even have to be smart to figure out what the guy is saying make no sense. We talking this thing it's a year and months later, and you're sitting there saying you don't have an office.
So let me ask you something. So the minister says that when these people prepare the applications and they bring them in, I don't know where they're bringing them in, if it's to somebody's house, if it's on Old Fort, I don't know where, but they bring in the applications, that they then call them in, but call them in where? Because you just said that they don't have a place. So where they calling them in to look at the applications? In people's house? That is how we operate in government business now, in people's house?
Or maybe at his favorite location in St. David's. Maybe he has residency in the place in St. David, so they probably take it because this is ludicrous, man. I mean, we're laughing about it, but this is a serious matter. So this spells to the fact that maybe it's a good old boys club, and it was just a ruse or something set up so that friends could bring in their equipment on the backs of those of us that work hard and pay our taxes in this country, because you get in a break and we have no account. We cannot say, well, X amount was given in concession and X amount of applications were approved, because you're trying to justify it by not having information that they don't have an office space and they're operating from home. Well, are they working for free? Are they getting paid? Where's the accountability?
Accountability? This government? I laugh. No, because my friend, there's so many loopholes in what the minister is saying. One, he's speaking about a concession program that, as far as the Grenadian public knows, was supposed to have been ended already. So we don't know if it's a case where it's special people getting concessions now. So they're doing this for special people. Then you're saying that you're collecting and you're calling in, but you're yet still saying you don't have a place. So we need to know if this is taking place in people's house at different locations in and outside of Grenada. We don't know. Could have a man in New York doing it too. You never know. He may be working in the creative industry, and people out there may be bringing in the thing for things they're sending down.
Listen.
Wade, we had to find out and set you up, Wade.
Mainland is 20 square miles, right? Mm-hmm. Taking PT Matnik and Carriacou, 133 square miles. So how difficult it is for persons to, we not in COVID, I mean, when it was during COVID, that same party, people from that same party was going against the lockdown. So we're not in COVID. We don't have no emergency, and you are telling me people working from home that they can't come in an office space. The Prime Minister let us know that there's a lot of government buildings around this country that again we can utilize. So we can get some desk and put these computers there that people have to. So the question now, I think the most important question, you're right, is where is home?
Yeah, where is home?
Is homes within the confines, the physical confines of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique? That's what the minister needs to answer.
Indeed. My brother, thank you so very much for your call.
You're most welcome.
All right. No, I was listening to the minister say, no, something is wrong into right with that. They don't have okay, let me listen to the minister again and see if we could possibly make sense out of what he's saying there. Because to me, the minister tying himself and all of us up. Yeah, and me ain't like to be top like no crab going to market, right? Nice. So let me hear what the minister himself say, so we can't misquote him.
A lot of work is going on in the creative economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely, and they are working on.
Not some working remotely, eh? So you can't say that they have a place and some working at the place and some working remotely. He said all are working remotely. Let's hear him again. We're going over. No, we'll come back to the phone lines in a while, man. Let's hear him again.
Staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home. But the applications are coming in, especially for the concession program that we have. We have people applying for concession in terms of developing the ideas and developing the program. Now, when that happens, we will call in the individual, interview the individual, find out what.
But call them in and interview them where? Because there is no home. There is no home. So where are you calling them and interviewing them in? Because remember, as I said to you all, this is off of a program that the Prime Minister announced on the 9th of December 2022 in the budget, and you're telling me up to now they don't have an office for them. Yeah, so up to now they don't have an office for them. All right, let's I wonder if I could find, let me see if we could hear
incentives. Of note in this first year, Mr. Speaker, is the implementation of special fiscal incentives for the creative industry, including 100% concessions on CT and VAT for selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
So that was during the budget, and let's go to the phone lines then. Yeah, that was during the budget in 2020. Yeah, in 2022, the budget for 2023. Let's see, we have a call online. Good night.
Sheldon, good night.
Hi, good night.
I'm listening to the program, and I think that you're a little bit not professional. Now, if the minister said that they're gonna call in, you do not know where they're gonna call in. That they will call in the persons. So I don't see anything wrong when the minister said that they're going to call in. You do not know if they have a plan as to where they're going to call in.
Hold on. What's
so
on? Caller, let me ask you.
Why are you making it laughable?
Caller, let me ask you a question.
Let's be a little bit more professional.
No, caller, let me ask you. Caller, you have your agenda. You've been paid to call this program and try that. No, you see, anytime you all call and you start with I do have side, I know where you're coming from already. So let me just get it straight. Don't try that with us. We're too smart. You can't try that with us and get through. So the thing is this. What have we said? What have we said that is wrong? We play what he's saying. We play what the minister say. If you don't like it, there's a switch on your device. Turn it off. Yeah, but we play what the minister say.
Yeah, but
and we're asking questions as Grenadians. We are asking questions in relation to what he said. Yes. What is wrong with that?
Sheldon.
Bye-bye, yeah?
Let's have
bye-bye. You have had a good night, huh?
No, listen.
No. You have a good night. Bye-bye. All right? Bye bye.
You cannot take critical. You cannot
It's
take.
not taking
Sheldon,
critical. You come
cannot.
and
No,
accusing
you
me.
cannot take constructive
You come in
criticism.
and
You
accusing
have to
me
be
of
more
being
professional than
disrespectful.
that.
But what is unprofessional about that? Well, you realize we ain't cut them off, eh? Nice. Yeah. What is unprofessional about that? You come with this thing every night. We're speaking on an issue here. You have your political agenda. You don't like what we're saying. So you're calling here, and the first thing you usually start with, I'm surprised you didn't start with it tonight, is I don't have any side. Eh? Yeah, right. You ain't gonna catch us with that. You'll catch somebody else with that. Yeah? 440-7377-347-329-3101. The minister said that all of the staff are working from home. Then he still say you're going to call in the people. Why you calling them in? Because he has already said that they do not have a office. So where they calling them into? The only place they could be calling them into is their own house. Because you started since December of 2022. You announced a new government department. That's the first part. Since December of 2022, let's just go over it carefully. Since December of 2022, you announced a new government department. After you announced that new government department, you were supposed to at least create an office space, even if it is within the ministry. You were the one that's saying government all kind of building all over the place. So between December then and now, you have people working from home. They had a launch. They spent over $1 million, and that's a conservative figure, on a launch. And after they spent that money on the launch, you're telling me these people that in the department that has been created still do have a place to work from? No, something had to be wrong with that. We have a call online. Good night.
Yes, good night, caller.
Hey, good night, brother.
Yes, sorry. I've listened to the minister, and obviously the minister didn't expect that question. He has not been briefed. So he should have at least consulted the person who is in charge of the creative sector or the permanent secretary. And if you have a ministry, these individuals must have place in a ministry. Even if it is a check, they must have place in a ministry. And when he said he's going to call in the people, what he means by that, if somebody applied for concession, that concession must go to the Ministry of Finance. The technical people in the creative department would help prepare that concession, because the concession application have to come to them. They endorse it, and he have to go to the Ministry of Finance. So when he calling in the people, it appears the minister don't know what's going on, and he's just searching around for words, and it's unfortunate. The minister has been in agriculture for a lot of years, and that's an area where he would have had the opportunity to deal with concession, and he knows the procedure. So he's fishing around. He don't have a clue what's going on, and he needs to do better than that. That minister was a public officer for a very long time, so he should do better. What happened? Perhaps they just use this thing. What part of the world he calling them in from? This thing sounds so unacceptable. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. No, I want to know. Yeah, seriously. Where is the office that they're calling them into? Where are they calling them into? They do have an office. We have a caller. Oops. Sorry, caller. Good night.
Hello, good night, Mr. Scott.
Good night, my dear. Go right ahead. You're live.
I'm just calling to, that is not a concern, but I'm just calling to just a concerned citizen.
Go ahead.
It's over 10 days now. I didn't get some water from now, sir.
Oh, goodness.
And I call in all parts of now, sir, to see if I could buy a tank of water. Nobody, I send message on the WhatsApp. I call even today. Them guys give me a number to call, and nobody in answering the phone to see if I could get. I do a little juice business. I have to cancel the juice business to get some water. I have my mother home. She's a kidney patient. 10 days, you know, and now I start just not sending the water. I see a schedule where they say they're passing with water for people. All we've seen is Lansipin, Chublu, Grooms, Calis, and I'm living right over Silver Sands in the middle part going up there. 10 days, no water. My tank is going dry. Water can't even come inside my house. And now I will send a bill for me, almost $100. How many days I can get water? All means I try to call now. I mean, we know you have a crisis, but 10 days somebody can get some water? And you're trying all means to see if you could buy a tank of water and they're just not responding to you?
Caller, believe me, I understand the problems because let me explain. Last night, I didn't have water for a few days. Well, last night, while I was doing the show is when water came back, you know. So, and by the time I got home, the pressure wasn't enough for me to get water. The water actually started reaching where I'm staying this morning when I'm leaving home to go drop my son to school.
Yeah,
so
because
but at least I got.
People living in Janganli saying they're getting water 1 o'clock in the morning and time morning the water gone. So why weekday and then you have a truck giving water and you only go in Lansipin and Chublu? This is the only people who need water. In the past, you used to have people who do water truck go in Gulf Coast, you go in Janganli, you go in Grenada, and it's all about. These are the people who need water. You're going in Lansipin, Chublu, and that's where the schedule you put on Facebook saying where you go distribute water, and people who ain't getting water for how many days, seeing trouble. You're trying to buy the water from now and you still can't get through to them.
Yeah, and there's also the problem though, and this one is more mechanical or if you want to say scientific than anything else. When they've left off the pipes for that amount of time, and I mean, they have to leave off the pipes. I think the problem that you're having here is not that they cut off the water, but that they are not responding to you. You're willing to buy, but they're not responding to you. Am I correct? That's the issue that you're having.
I do a liquor juice business.
Yeah.
I think you know me, you know, because
no, I know the voice.
To me already.
I know the voice.
You know? So why did they just not responding? I tell you, the guys give me a number to call and nobody just not answering.
Here's what I want you to do. Message me on the studio WhatsApp. Message me on the studio WhatsApp when you're finished talking here. Just say Juice Lady, and I'll get the number obviously from that. And there's someone that I may be able to put you on to who may be able to help. I don't know. So I'll try to get to someone because I understand on the WASA side, the staff side, how it is too. You could imagine thousands of people trying to reach you on a daily basis. When we get in water, is a water truck coming? I understand from their angle, but they have to put the mechanisms in place to deal with that volume of calls. Have a bank of numbers, like during COVID, there was a system that was set up that people could call about vaccination, etc. And when you call, there was always somebody there to answer. They had multiple people. The phone would ring for different people. They had people manning it through their computers, and people could answer. If somebody would answer, you would get a response. So probably they need to put in something like this instead of you have one poor person with maybe a mobile and everybody trying to get to them. It would be a problem. As human beings, it would be a problem. So they probably need to put in a proper system to address that.
I think so too. I have to leave my juice on hold because I don't have no water, because you cannot make juice without water.
Yes, I understand. I understand your frustration, caller. And as I said, WhatsApp me. And let's see if we could possibly put you in touch with someone who may be able, I can't make a promise that they will be able, but they may be able to assist in a situation like that.
Okay.
Okay, my dear. Thank you so very much for your call, and we do hope that you get some water soon.
Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Yes, indeed, folks. Sorry about that, folks. 4407377. That's the number to, let me see. Yes, this one. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, good night, sir. Go right ahead.
Hi, Sheldon. How are you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good, bro. What's up?
Nice, bro. Nice, bro.
Hey, I make out the voice. I make out the
Let me,
voice.
you be,
Don't pull that one on me. I
looking
make out
for
the
you
voice.
in Montreal. I say I see you in Montreal Sunday. I don't see you at all.
Oh gosh, nah, I couldn't make Mount Rich, brother, but I'll go make sure and make a next one.
Nice. Well, let me just well, we've been having a lot of things going around with the party and all kind of things going around, but I just want to congratulate you on the way you conduct the program. The facts and always keeping on point.
Thank you.
Giving
Thank
us
you.
all the relevant information as to what's going on.
Thank you, brother.
I really love that. Yeah, man. Well, I know from since back in the days, that's how you stay,
I can't help it.
Back in the days. But what I really call to talk about is I've always been baffled with this department, the creative department that we're speaking of tonight.
Yeah.
Because the Prime Minister had so much issue with faith organization and the amount of money they were receiving. But look at the amount of staff that faith had in comparison to this quote-unquote creative desk, whatever they call it. And compare the amount of money that is allocated to that department budget and compare that to faith, who has in excess of 300 workers. Right? And that alone in itself, we heard of all those things that happened during the independence and who gets whose brother and whose family member and all those other things. Sheldon, we in so much problems in this country. And I really appreciate the fact that you come out every night and you provide the persons that are willing to listen with the facts, No name dragging, no name calling, no, we don't get into the mud. You provide us with a lot of facts, a lot of truth, and continue that, brother.
All right. Thank you so very much, my bro. And we had to see soon.
We had to catch up. We had to catch up.
Boy, we had
some work to do.
We had a mustard and mayonnaise and all, not just ketchup. Anyway, later, bro.
Yeah. We have some work to do.
Yes, of course. You have a good one, bro.
All right. Take care, man.
That's it.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. And folks, just for the avoidance of doubt, let me see if I can find the audio once again. Just for the avoidance of doubt, let's hear what the minister was saying.
Venturing into. A lot of work is going on in the creative economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put.
So it's not we saying that they don't have a home as yet. This is the minister. This is him. This is not AI. This is the minister saying that they do not have a home, right?
As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home. But the applications are coming in, especially for the concession program that we have. We have people applying for concession in terms of developing the ideas and developing the program. Now, when that happens, we will call in the individual, interview the individual, find out.
Well, we want to know all you're calling them in. All you ain't calling them and all you're calling them in. So we want to know all you're calling them in. We have a call on the line. Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Hey, good for the time, man.
All right, you go right ahead,
Sheldon,
man.
on that lady that called and accusing you of being unprofessional.
Wouldn't the first and wouldn't be the last, so don't worry them.
I think she get it all mixed up. It's the minister who is unprofessional. He's supposed to be in charge of this creative thing. And he's
go ahead, brother. We're hearing you.
Yeah,
you go ahead.
He's supposed to be, the person in charge. And I can't understand that he could go on a program and make such clear statement, and she could call and you are to say you're unprofessional because you're trying to bring some clarity to it, or you're explaining it to the people. He did not say you go call the people in the Ministry of Finance. He did not say where you go call the people. You only talk about the people being called. But the staff is home staff. Their base is at home. So where they calling them, where they meeting them, under a tree somewhere, in a restaurant or somewhere? I think this man is unprofessional and crazy. And I think the lady, with due respect to her, she got it all wrong. You are not unprofessional for explaining to the people and to bring in that clip to the people. That's not being unprofessional. In fact, I am telling you, I'm very professional to bring it to the people, because the people always have to know the truth. And there are certain things that we said on radio and things, and people either just go in one ears and go in the next ears, and people does not pay attention. But I'm happy that you dealt with it tonight. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right. Thank you so very much, bro. 440. I have to put a filter on this because I realize what's happening now. Some of the callers, you all are hearing them loud. Some of the callers, you all are hearing them low. And it is because some of them are actually high, some of them are low. Some of the clips are high, some of them are low. So I need to put a filter here so that it will have everything at one. Yeah, so I'll work on that one over the weekend. Finally, I think I understand what need to be done there. So let me hear the minister again.
Build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home.
So they do have a home for the staff as yet. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon. How are you tonight?
I'm always good, brother. I'm always good.
Lovely, lovely. Calling from Carriacou again.
Hey, Carriacou, Ziggy.
Carriacou the building. Right here. Ziggy. Ziggy right here.
Well, go, bro.
Sheldon, I currently talk to you about two issues that happen in this place here. And I find the people of Carriacou very afraid to talk, which I don't afraid to talk, as I always say. Number one, the first issue we have, since last year, we are having this problem with gas in Carriacou. We've seen trucks that get gas in Carriacou. I think the plant in Harveyville, I think two of the tank of a bus. So to get gas, the truck had to go to Grenada and bring up the gas. But how they transport the gas? They transport the gas on the Dali Sea or on the Express with passengers on it. People just be smoking on the boat. If you have an accident on the boat, everybody on the boat dead. They know why they're coming alive. I think time for Sol and the bowling company in Carriacou, they need to get the act together and fix this thing. People, we seem to have trouble for spending money. We're talking about transformation, we're talking about this, we're talking about that, and we're not fixing them kind of things like that. That's why we're talking about transformation. We'll put a next gas station in Carriacou. Then we won't be seeing no trouble to get no gas. Truck not supposed to be going in Grenada and bring up no gas, come up and travel with passengers on the boat. And time for this thing to stop. And the people not seeing that it's danger. But any time you see we come out there, we're talking the truth, they want to come and shut us down. The next problem we have in Carriacou again, since this couple weeks or couple months ago, the PS in Carriacou and one of the good driver, the driver named Shem, they driving around and going to people's place, and people in the garden are about to see if they have sand in the garden. I think they have the base sand minded. Yeah, people, yes, one of my friends from Bogus coming today, they said they have the sand in the cemetery in two blue barrels. How much years now they have the sand for they do their work. The minister and the driver, not the minister, the PS and the drive up in Bogus, go and empty the sand over the government truck and they go and dump it. Why don't going for work to do? The only thing they to do, help people go and jog water, bring water come for people, and stop making people feel like, they're so bad. They tip up 2 buckets of sand every day. A big man at the PS is the police. I trying to figure out that. I know that the PS is a big FBI or something. I know you can fix Carriacou nice. Them boys and them, they're doing nothing, and they're just distressing people. They're distressing the poor people on this island here, and the people, plenty of the people afraid to talk. The amount of them calling when they're telling me, yo, you have to go and say this and say that. I say, I'm afraid to talk. And this is taking the piece, they torturing the people in Carriacou too much. And plenty of them cannot talk because when they talk, they know what job the next day. Oh God, all the Carriacou people will come out and talk. I was telling all let me do the thing the right way, go out and register, and let me get ready. Senator Cox is the boss. Senator Cox is the man for Carriacou. The man knows how to deal with people. He doesn't hear people cry, but this minister doesn't hear people cry. This minister like to touch at people, get under people's skin. He very thin skin because when I talk, he thinking, oh, you don't like him. But the man they should glad to hear people like me and you talk. Because educating them, making them get wise and smart. But because they're getting more stupid because anytime we talk, it's like something bad is saying. And some of them followers, I don't know how to call them. And if you call them cockroach or what. But they're just there and they feel like anytime
what I go tell you, brother. don't call them names like that, because remember, they are fellow Carriacouians and
Yes, it's
Petit
true.
Martinicans. So we ain't calling
Yeah.
them no name. We love them still, you know.
You love them. You
They
love
go in the
them.
wrong
You love-
direction, but we love them
Yeah.
still.
You love them.
Yeah.
You love them. That is true. But time for them to come out of that shell with the in and don't make the minister feel that we cannot talk. We could talk. Because they cannot stop us from talking. They cannot stop us from talking. That is the truth. The fact and the matter is, you're not doing nothing for Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And anytime people talk, or anytime Senator Cox talk, it's like something bad is Senator Cox saying. Senator Cox talking the truth. Senator Cox ban and grow in Carriacou. Yes, they take him and bring him in Grenada. The Grenada people, they love Senator Cox. I was down there. They love him. The same way the people here, they really want him here. But then they end up keeping him in Grenada and keep Kinja in Carriacou. And we still let him bad. But the people still prefer they need them. They wanted Senator Cox. So I don't know, anytime they hear Senator Cox's name, all of them getting GGE. The minister in Carriacou feel like he's bigger than Senator Cox. He can't put the foot in Senator Cox's foot. When Senator Cox sack him, all of them, the only place they bad is to go and type on social media or go on that GBN thing and type. Why them come out and say, oh, what Senator Cox saying is lie? Senator Cox not lying, Senator Cox sacking the truth. And is that what happened? Is that what going on in Carriacou here? Is one set of people watch it? Papa God is one set of people and just the minister family. And he never is big contractor in Carriacou. But what people don't know now, other people know who they all over the place, they don't know what's going on. And they're saying, listening next to me before I leave, they're saying, oh, 2 years, and they do great for 2 years. Sheldon, for the 2 years, I could tell you what they do for the 2 years in Carriacou. The 2 years they do what good thing they do in Carriacou. They fire some of the people and them as they come in, they start to fire people. The next thing they do, he promised the people in Winwood to build a fish market. He built a fish market take 2 years to finish. Well, he hasn't finished yet. He started to Bel Air Road, up to the Bel Air Road can't finish. And that's the emergency road to go to. Now you have to go to Bel Air, you have to pass all the way along the bush to go to Bel Air. So if you have to, you're in a rush, or somebody need to get to the hospital like immediately, you have to go a long distance to get there, the person might have time there. I see this minister don't do nothing else in Carriacou. He just continue. He continue doing work and then people have boots on the ground. I don't know where the boots there. People in Carriacou people, Ziggy talking to all you, go out, register, and then get ready. Senator Cox ready to do a very good job and take care of us, take us out of this trouble with the in. Right now we're in trouble. We're in trouble. As a young man, and it's only trouble I've seen. They don't like me, and I don't afraid. And when I just put me green, if they are going to shoot me, they will shoot me. But I don't fear it. Good night, Senator. Good night, Senator Cox. Good night, Ziggy, we love you. The whole of Carriacou, we love you. And good night, Sheldon. I'm listening to the program, and I'm going to be always calling and talk on behalf of my people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique.
Okay, great. Thank you so very much, bro.
All right, my brother.
Yes,
Take care. Have a good night.
All right, man. Bless.
Lovely. Yeah.
All right, indeed. 440-7377 and 347-329-3101. Let me just, before I come off totally of this thing, because I ain't coming off it now. No, I'm not coming off it because we need to know where. Listen, and here's another reason I'll ask that question. I'm going to pull this up here. Where this thing there? Right. Okay. No, not you. You move. Yeah, you out of the way. Stay out of the way. Where you coming the way for? You move out of the way too. Right. I'm going to pull this up here. Nice. Folks, let me show you all something here. This is the budget document. And in fact, let me pull it full screen. You don't need to see me. Right? Let me pull it full screen. You could see the whole thing. Right? This is the budget, part of the budget document. Right? This part of the budget document. This is under that particular Ministry of Tourism, ICT, and the Creative Economy. Yeah? And don't think I forget anything. I'm going back to the Carriacou things just now too. So the Office of Creative Affairs. Yeah? So let's see how much money is being spent there. For this year, they have budgeted $4,908,649. Let me repeat for those in the back of the class who might not have heard. For this year, they have budgeted $4,908,649. That's how much money has been budgeted for a department of government that doesn't have an office. Everybody working from home. So where's the majority of that money going towards? Salaries and so? How many people are working in that department, and what are the salaries we're speaking about? For last year. Because this figure that you're seeing here is in relation to the estimates for 2023 under that particular department. So for last year, they had $3,472,968, but they have no office, right? And let's look, right? Out of that money that was provided for them last year, well, for last year, they actually used $1,057,136 dollars, right? So $1,057,136. That is what they used in 2023. They got more money for 2024. So they got nearly $5 million because it's $908,649. But that department doesn't have an office, people working from home. So where's all of that money going towards? Salaries? Where's that? The building a place for them somewhere? The refurbishing a place for them somewhere? Because from the minister's words, it doesn't seem as though they're too sure where these people are going to go. They're thinking or they're still looking or whatever. Yeah? For where these people are going to go. Don't worry, staff day. We go talk on it. So let's get a place. Yeah, they go do a place for all you know. We talk about it. So they will do a place for all you know. But that is in the budget document. Tell me that is not facts. It's in the budget document. Yeah, for this year. It is in the budget document for this year. So they can go and they can find it themselves. Yeah. So millions of dollars there, but the people working from home. All right. Okay. Yeah, we go hear about that afterwards. Nice. Yeah, we go hear about that one afterwards. Ziggy did raise a very important issue there. That is the issue of the boat going up to Carriacou with the gas truck on it. And that is a serious one. Eh? That is a serious one. That boat going up to Carriacou with the gas truck on it. Yeah, that is a serious one. Right? Because anything can happen. Yeah, if the company wants to charter the boat to do that, or there's some mechanism that the boat is going up, but just with that, that's one thing. But if it's going up and it has to go up with that and carrying passengers and so on, and yeah, that's a kind of dangerous situation. And me seeing 2-3 gas truck park up on a boat and are going and smoke, the people who doing that for themselves, wicked to themselves. I ain't blaming the boat, I ain't blaming the gas truck and them for that. I'm blaming the people. Oh, you go see a boat going up to Carriacou with gas on it and you will go smoking on it. Nah, man, you have a death wish. But when you go in, go by yourself. Don't take other people with you. 4407377. Yeah, 44. So we need to find out. We don't know where these offices are located. We don't know if it probably have one on Old Fort. Some people say it have one on Old Fort. I don't know about that. Yeah, some people saying it have one on Old Fort. We don't know where they are. Yeah, we don't know where the office is. We don't know if it have office in New York. We don't know if it have office in Canada because the people are working from home. We know that it have boards here in Grenada now because there's precedent for what we're saying. We're not just saying these things and sounding crazy. There's precedent for what we're saying. There are boards in operation here in Grenada right now where several of the members do not live in Grenada. They are based either in the US or in Canada. And we're being very serious with that. There are boards right now. Spice Mass is one. So there are boards right now. There's also the transportation board. Both of those boards have people who do not live in the state of Grenada. So there's precedent for what we're saying. We're not just saying things crazy. This government operates in that particular way. They have boards and they have organizations now where you're not sure if the person, even though being paid by the state of Grenada, is within the state of Grenada. And we're not speaking about diplomats here. We're speaking about people carrying out other portfolios. So as we say, we don't know where the office is. Yeah, we don't know where the office is. 4407377. That's 4407377. 7377. And you know, it have a picture I want to show you tonight too. No? That picture somewhere here. Yeah, there's a picture I want to show you all here. Let me see if I could pull up that picture quick for you all while I'm waiting on a call there. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. Yeah. You know, remember, and I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to pull those clips in relation to this particular one. This is a picture of what was taking place up at the revenue office up there in St. David today. Yeah, this is what was taking place up there today. People at the revenue office. But remember, it's this same administration that was telling you all that would not be taking place, that people ain't going to go out, vote them in. People ain't have to go and stand up in no hot sun and so. In her budget presentation, when you listen to the minister with responsibility for social affairs and so on, inclusive of the seed program and so, they said that they are working on giving a card so that they would just recharge the card. So each of these people would have, and that's a good idea. I wouldn't say it's a bad idea. Each of the people have a card, and then when comes time to pay, government just recharge the card. So on that particular day, the money goes directly onto your account. You have your card. You can go into the supermarket, wherever you could shop with that card, or you go to a teller machine and you could withdraw it cash, but you have a card. Yeah? Instead of having to physically go to the offices and so. But as the same people that were saying, people don't have to go and stand up. I think we will pull them clips for tomorrow night. Yeah, we will pull them clips for tomorrow night with them talking about people don't have to go and stand up. Or you could take it down from the internet. We have it otherwise. Yeah, so we will bring them clips for tomorrow night. They don't have to go and stand up in the hot sun again. Vote me in. You will not have to go and stand up in the hot sun again to wait for no pittance. Ain't it? That's what they were saying. Yeah, that's what they were saying. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. It is Talking Points. It's now 15 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. Also, yeah, my good friend with the Nawasa thing, you had to kind of message me now, because I have somebody on the line, they from the organization, and I want to send them the information now. Yeah, that is time sensitive. So send the thing for me now. Let me send it, because I sent something else for somebody else there. Nice. I sent something else for somebody there, so we could think, right? Let me see. Oh gosh, you're sending the thing there, but man, you send the thing the wrong place. Let me see. I got to send it over to the next thing there and fix up the thing. Nice. All right. Nice. Yeah. Let me see that clip. All right. Let me see who I sending that clip. Right. I'll send that clip to that computer there. You see, I had to do technical operation myself too. I'm doing everything. Nice. We have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Oops, wrong one. Hello. Good night. Hello. Good night. Okay. I think. Yeah. That's my bad. Oh. Okay. It's the overseas line. That's the mistake I'm making. Hello. Good night.
Hey, good night.
Hi, good night, caller. You go right ahead.
Yeah, well, I will say this here. And NMP has to start to work now. They cannot really sit down and wait until the last to start to work. They have to start the work right now if they want to take the country back. They have to. Because those guys are working behind the scenes and they're working vigorously. Don't think they're not doing it. They're working vigorously. So NMP has to stop laying back and start doing the work, doing the groundwork. Work hard, because those guys are working hard. Because if they don't do that,
caller, I'm barely hearing you in my headphones, which means I am absolutely sure the callers are not hearing anything you say in the last couple words there. So you have to speak up a little louder for us. So if you're using a device, try to go direct to the phone instead, but we're not hearing you.
Are you hearing me better now?
No, actually worse.
Okay, then hold on.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a device that you're using or what, but it's
You hear me better now?
I'm hearing you a little better. Yeah, go ahead.
No, what I was saying though, if NMP wants to take the country back, they have to start to work really hard right now, because those guys, they are working behind the scenes and they're working vigorously, really, really hard. Don't think they're not doing that. They're doing everything what it takes to win the election again. And I don't want NMP to be caught flat-footed again. That's how they thought they had it in the bag already, but they did not. So they have to do the groundwork right now and start to work very, very hard. In other words, to take the country back. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you so very much, caller. Yes, indeed. Yeah, 440-7377. Lead that right. Lead that right. Lead that right. 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, I wonder. Let me see. Where's this thing? I'll listen from me here. Let me hear.
You also want to address the manner in which the seed program is used to disrespect and dehumanize our citizens. And only today, when leaving the revenue office in St. David, in the hot sun, door closed, you have 40 of our citizens standing up on a step, lying up in the hot sun, waiting to receive this assistance. In 2022, you're telling me that our government can't deposit these monies directly to the people's bank account so that they don't have to go through this? You are telling me, particularly for older citizens who may not be mobile, that you can't have field officers delivering the monies to their homes? That is what our citizens go through. Sometimes they need to go to a bus stop in Coles Gap and stand up in the bus stop, and a bus shows up and hands out the money to them, so that all of John Public must know that you're getting government assistance. And if you're getting and the neighbor ain't getting, it brings enmity between you and the neighbor, because why you getting and I ain't getting? That is how the seed program is used. To divide, to conquer, and to dehumanize our citizens, particularly our older citizens. And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
Okay. All right. I'll hear the Prime Minister. He would not do that to you. Let us repeat. Yeah? He will not do that to you. Right? He will not allow such a thing to happen. He will not allow 30 or 40 people, and this is dated today, he will not allow 30 or 40 people to go and be standing up in the hot sun, or on the stairs, waiting to collect seed money, because it is a very easy process for it to be deposited into their bank account, isn't it? Yeah? And he made that statement as leader of the National Democratic Congress back in the year 2022. We are now in 2024. In fact, we are 1 day shy of the NDC being in office for exactly 100 weeks. They are in office exactly 699 days as of today, 700 tomorrow. Yeah? And they didn't find the time during that period. They find the time to sort out their salary and that kind of thing. They make sure that they know about their accounts and getting money into their accounts. They made sure they find each of those people in the seed program, though, to take out 150 from them that they have never returned to them. Yeah? They find each of them to take out the 150 from them. But they can't find them to keep the promise that he has made. So today, at the revenue office in St. David, this was the scene. And for some reason, it just happened to be right in the same Prime Minister's constituency. Imagine that. Yeah, right in the same Prime Minister's constituency. We have a call online. Good night.
The lady did not tell you you were lying. The lady said you was being unprofessional.
We heard her. We want to know if we're trying to help you, we're trying to help out. Next thing you have somebody up there who could handle the scene.
Listen to me. I know your head there's a lot going on with everything with you. But you didn't remember. You remember some months ago, we had a conversation and I said to you, there's a reason for a lot of the layoffs and so in Grenada, because they are hiring people in New York and Canada and so to work from home. They're outsourcing the work. You forgot.
So right now we have an outsourcing government.
So let me ask you a question. If you're working from home in Grenada, why you need concession? What you need concession for?
But the concessions are not for the staff. Let's just get that clear. The concessions are for people who are in the creative sector who would like to, for instance,
to bring in equipment, bring in printers, ink, paper, and all of that.
So let's say you have a radio station here, you want to get your equipment in, you want 100% concessions, you apply for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You apply for that. But at the same time, if I working from home up here and I have to ship back a whole bunch of stuff, hello. Man, listen, this thing is getting more murky and more murky every day, bro.
So you know the contact update to check? I find you laughing as though you know the contact update, man.
Listen, tell me what you want to get done, and then I can put you in contact with the relative persons. How about that?
I cockroach before fall pepper.
If you can tell me, what you need done, I can say, well, I call this person. Yeah. Oh my God.
I want to put in your thing.
We're gonna talk, man. We're gonna talk on the side. You're gonna talk on the side.
You see,
have a good night, brother.
You don't want to go and drop them on air. You don't want to see them on air. All right. We go talk.
Listen. You didn't realize you didn't see the atomic bomb that dropped on air last Monday? Eh? Okay now. Okay now. I had a
Senor.
We're gonna talk on the side, partner. You see, give me the groti, give me the dal, give me the doubles, but put the pepper on the side. We're gonna talk on the side.
My goodness. All right, bro.
You have a good one. Let me go back to work. I'm trying to service my vehicle here because I want to hit the road on Friday.
Okay. All right.
So I do my brakes, oil change, and everything.
Yeah, man. Proper thing.
All right.
All right, bro. Blessings. Yes, indeed, folks. That's my good partner, Wade there. Yes, Spice Ram. 44073. Oh, let me clear. 4407377 and 347-329-3101. I'm seeing some reports here of gunshots down around the Carriacou again. Just about an hour or so ago. What did the person say? Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Okay. Yeah, gunshots around the Carriacou area a little earlier tonight. Yeah? And Juice Lady, I got it. All right, thanks. Yeah, so I'll put them on to you. Nice. Yeah, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. So the Prime Minister would never do that to you. Just remember, folks, those of you in St. David, the Prime Minister would never do that to you. Yeah, there's no possible way that he would do that to you. The man ain't gonna do all of them things. Yes, we have a call online. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Hey, good night. So, how you doing?
I'm blessed.
Yes, man. You go right.
But I've not been calling you.
Yes,
because
yes.
I am one of the NDC targets.
Oh gosh.
Anyhow, I'm glad there are a lot of information you're giving out now. I have them.
Nice.
And sooner or later, I will expose individuals. So, sir, keep on going on with your program. You're getting the information and just give it to everyone else. God bless you, sir.
All right. Thank you so very much. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. 347-329-3101. It is now 27 minutes after the hour. Just remember, folks, in case those of you that were up in St. David today, just remember.
But we also want to address the manner in which the seed program is used to disrespect and dehumanize our citizens. And only today, when leaving the revenue office in St. David, in the hot sun, door closed, you have 40 of our citizens standing up on a step, lying up in the hot sun, waiting to receive this assistance. In 2022, You're telling me that our government can't deposit these monies directly to the people's bank account so that...
Okay, we're in 2024 now, so let's ask him the question. In 2024, you're telling me that the government can't deposit this money directly into these people's bank accounts? Are you saying that these people have no bank accounts? Yeah, is that what you're saying? That these people have no bank accounts in 2022? Yeah, but anyway, let me hear the rest of what the Prime Minister was saying. Let me take it back a little bit. We don't want to stop demand flow. Yeah, let me let demand flow.
Our government can't deposit these monies directly to the people's bank account so that they don't have to go through this. You are telling me, particularly for older citizens who may not be mobile, that you can't have field officers delivering the monies to their homes? That is what our citizens go through. Sometimes they need to go to a bus stop in Coles Gap and stand up in the bus stop, and a bus shows up and hands out the money to them, so that all of John public must know that you're getting government assistance. And if you're getting and the neighbor ain't getting...
Only look, we too friendly. There is Minister Telesford, the minister who, I wonder if he back today, the 22nd. I think he back tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's back tomorrow. Right? Nice. And there is the minister of the department, what don't have our office, but the people bringing in the stuff. So we don't have the people bringing it in the people's house or whatever. Yeah, go and call by the gate and think, Mr. So-and-so, holy dog. Yeah. We have a call online. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Sheldon, and he say come to better, like do better eat now.
Oh, but the man better the thing.
He do better eat. Let us send the hat on. That's what they vote for. Let us send the hat on. He come to better. All right, say come to do, he don't doing it. So let do it. Then give us free money. We want free money.
Oh, goodness.
Good night.
All right, my dear. 4407377. That's 440. Yeah, so that's we two partners there, right? Minister gone, we don't know where, and Minister, yeah, we have an office that they're spending nearly $5 million for. We have a department that is spending nearly $5 million for, but do have an office, everybody working from home. He said all of them working from home, not some working from home, all working from home. Benio.
It brings enmity between you and the neighbor, because why are you getting and I ain't getting? That is how the seed program is used. To divide, to conquer, and to dehumanize our citizens, particularly our older citizens. And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
Yes,
but we also want to address the manner in...
We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hello, good night, Sheldon.
Hi, good night, my dear.
It's only only now the government see that the people going up the step and stand up in their hot sun to wait for the money.
Well, this was 2022 that he was saying that, huh?
Yeah.
2022, but you recognize that this thing is still going, the same thing that he complained about.
But
and
then he should have studied about that before he only jumping and playing and going away. He shouldn't study now seeing that.
And listen, the very same place that he was talking about there, you know, the very same revenue office in St. David.
That is the people who put him inside there.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? He want to know if people have bank accounts. So when he know that now, he won't send no money for them in the bank. He go take it away from them. And so he take away the 150. Yeah, they can hush him out there.
Let him talk, man. I like when they talk. The more they talk is the more people get to know who they are. I love when they talk. I don't want none of them hush.
That's all I have to say for tonight.
All right, my dear.
Bye.
I don't want none of them hush. I want all of them continue talking. All they mustn't hush. Talk. Taking it from the top.
We also want to address the manner in which the seed program is used to disrespect and dehumanize our citizens. And only today, when leaving the revenue office in St. David, in the hot sun, door closed, you have 40 of our citizens standing up on a step, lying up in the hot sun, waiting to receive this assistance. In 2022, you're telling me that our government can't deposit these monies directly to the people's bank account so that they don't have to go through this? You are telling me, particularly for older citizens who may not be mobile, that you can't have field officers delivering the monies to their homes? That is what our citizens go through. Sometimes they need to go to a bus stop in Coles Gap and stand up in the bus stop, and a bus shows up and hands out the money to them, so that all of John public must know that you're getting government assistance. And if you're getting and the neighbor ain't getting, it brings enmity between you and the neighbor, because why you getting and I ain't getting. That is how the seed program is used. To divide, to conquer, and to dehumanize our citizens, particularly our older citizens. And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
Okay, they will not do that to you. All right. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good night.
Sheldon, I think there's a big difference between 2022 and today. You know, if you look at that picture, because in the Prime Minister's speech, based on the clip that you're playing, he said the door the door was closed. But I don't know, maybe you might have to put back up the picture. Maybe the door was open today, so that's the change. That's the big difference, because clearly there was more than 40 people there. So, you know, maybe 50 something. So I guess more people may be getting the assistance, but the door was open. So, you know, the door was not closed. So I think that has to count for a difference.
Yes, indeed. I'll put up the picture again, man. I'll put it up so people could see.
Yeah, please do. So, you know, let me check the door again.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. All right. Thank you so very much. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That is the number for you to call. And well, the door was open, so it might have inside, right? So I count close to 30, because there's some that standing up close by the magistrate thing there, right? Some taking a little shade over on that side there. The bus blocking some, but I can't count them because you can't see them. There's some in front of the area that has been created for the fire truck that up to now, may know what they're doing with St. David's fire truck, but it's a fire truck that was ordered already for the people of St. David. That is why, and then being crazy, you ain't go build a structure. This structure here, on the side of the building here, that structure here was built for a fire truck. That is why that structure here was built. Yet still no fire truck. So I understand what's going on with them up there. But anyway, the man say, they will not do you that. Yeah, just remember, this Prime Minister, he said, what he said? We will not do you that. All right, nice. So he will not do you. Let me see. Let me get words again. No. Let me just get that part again. We don't have to put up a picture. Let me just hear that part again, yeah?
And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
Right, so we get it correct. We will not do that to you. I don't want to misconstrue your words, Honorable Prime Minister.
Or older citizens. And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
Maybe the difference,
but we also want to address the man.
Maybe the issue is that the difference that they didn't do was that the door was open this time. Maybe that is the difference. I know. All right, let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
Yes, go right ahead.
I'm kind of heated at the moment.
I hope you get water up on your side.
What is man saying is pure. You hear me?
I'm hearing you sort of muffled at times.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but I was hearing you kind of muffled. But go ahead. Okay. We're hearing you pretty okay now. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
No, I was saying I'm pretty upset about what this guy is saying there, and from 2022, and right now in 2024 it's even worse, because look what's happening in town. They take the people from the treasury and put them by the stadium, which is even worse, with one like a tent, hot sun. I know people are depending on this money to buy the little medication, and so how you can say the purpose of it is to dehumanize and divide the citizen. Like, this guy don't have no education. What you go to school for? Like, this thing, people depend on this little change. He do all kind of malware, take out money, put back money, all kind of shit if he do the money. Yet for all, he still did not address the problem in St. David that he claimed is a terrible issue that need urgent attention based on what he claims the program is doing to the citizen. What is his problem? Right now, you make it worse in St. George's. My husband had to go and collect it with my son, and they were standing in the hot sun for practically the whole day. And I don't understand what's the point of his statement when he there for 2 years, getting a salary of all this money, $22,000 a blasting month, but yet for all you're not seeing the work. So we should be demanding a report from these people. What are they doing for the money they're being paid? Looking pretty and just talking stupidness on the air? Come on, man. Anyways, that's all. As I say, I'm very heated. I don't want to get carried away.
All right, my
Have
dear.
a
I
wonderful
understand. All right, my dear. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Remind you again, we will remind you again.
Older citizens. And so I can assure the citizens of Grenada that we will not do that to you.
All right, they will not do that to you. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, brother Sheldon.
Hey, bro.
What's up, my brother?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Not too bad. Good night in public, listening public, viewing public. All right, everything. Sheldon, you know, it's ironic that you mentioned about this whole revenue scene. In St. Andrews, Sheldon, right by Huggins Building, by the light there, is to see the amount of persons in the hot sun during the day waiting to collect that seed money. Imagine that. And since 2022, this man promised that he will do that. I mean, why they keep doing that to Grenadians, right? Why they keep doing that to Grenadians? Lying. They lie to get in power, right? And while they're in power, they still continue to lie. I mean, it is shameful. Anyhow, my brother, have a good night.
Yeah, bro. So everything good with you?
Yes, for the time being.
I ain't fine. I ain't fine. We talk for a while. Let me and you had to talk.
No, serious.
Yeah. We had to talk. All right, bro. Blessings.
We will touch base. One love.
Yeah, man. Respect.
All right, good.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, that's my good bro, Devon. Yeah, man. 440-7377, 347-329-3101. So we have tonight, we've had the minister that was telling you about a government department that was established back in 2022. In fact, remember, that department was part of a ministry that was established on the formation of this administration. That was created at back then. The department was officially launched afterwards. So it was budgeted for in the year 2022. On the 9th of December, the Prime Minister, in his budget presentation, said that this department is there and they're going to be holding this and that. Then they had the massive launch that took place in 2023. Yeah? They had the launch that took place in 2023. And then, after that, $4 million, close to $5 million now, has been put there for the use of that department that only have people working from home. Well, here's what. We want to know who is the people. And we want to know the salary. And after we know who are the people, what are their salaries, after that, we want to know what have they achieved in the period of time that they have been employed by the government of Grenada in their varying capacities. Yeah? So we want to know who are these people. We want to know how much they are being paid. You can't call my name after us. Me ain't care. We want to know who the people are, how much they are being paid, and we want to know what is their record. What have they achieved in the period of time? And don't tell us about the concessions. That's the Ministry of Finance, not your ministry. No ministry does concessions. You heard Mr. Pierre explain it earlier, right? We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hey, good night. How are you?
My brother, I good. I've been listening to this program a lot of months now. And this is my first time I'm calling.
All right, thank you.
But we know each other very well. I think you may know who you're talking to.
The voice sounding familiar, but I will find out.
Yeah, man. Me and Mr. Romain was on the program some years ago.
Okay. Oh,
all
right. I know who then.
I'm a proud citizen of Grenada.
Yeah.
St. David is my home. I have to pay homage to St. David's. And based on what I'm seeing, and we have a full-fledged minister in St. David. We have a prime minister from St. David's. And I'm ashamed of St. David's. I could tell you that.
Bro, remember, hold on, you actually have two ministers, and I remember the Minister of Tourism and Creative Arts from St. David too.
Yeah.
Living in St. David, so two. Go ahead.
So I know those folks very well. These folks and them did all the propaganda to get into the government of Grenada. And it is deceitfulness that still remain with these folks. And if Grenadians do not see what's going on, I don't know when we'll see. But you know what? I just want to stay right there tonight. I'm very emotional when I see what's going on in the country because I know Grenada a lot of years. I do a lot for Grenada as a humble citizen. So I want to say good night to the Grenada public.
Indeed. Thank you so very much, my friend. And don't be a stranger to the phone line.
I wouldn't.
All right. Thank you. Yes, indeed. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get onto the program. Folks, don't forget to like and share the program. I haven't said it a couple nights. Don't forget to like and share the program. It is very important when you do that because it helps to get the program out to more and more people and get the message out, the facts that we deliver here, out to more and more people on a nightly basis. And even if they don't see the program live, they will see it the next day or during the week or so, they see the programs and so it's important that you like and share. And if you don't know how to like and share the program, ask one of the young ones. Them look at 5-year-old, 6-year-old and think they're sharing it for you. All right. And also subscribe to the Facebook page, the YouTube page. Follow the Facebook page and subscribe to the YouTube page if you have not done so yet. When you do that, you will be getting the various messages. Every time we go live, it will send a message to your device saying Talking Points is now live. And that is helpful because we're not on only during this program. Sometimes there's an activity taking place in the daytime and we will be broadcasting that. So like for instance, last week we had the press conference and so we will be broadcasting those things. So it's important that you ensure that you subscribe to the page so that you get that information. And folks, don't forget the donation. Yeah, we have the donation part there. Don't forget the donations. If you can, whatever you can, the donations part is there as well. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. Those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, those are the numbers for you to call and get on to the inside of tonight's program. All you want to see that picture I get? Just now. People sending message, you want to see the picture I get. Want the last time for tonight. They will show it again, right? But the last time for tonight, right? Yeah, they will not do this to you again. So don't worry, they will not do this. This will be a thing of the past, right? Because I'm pretty sure all it takes is one person spending just a day or two and they can get the bank account number. If it's not, and most likely they already have that information. So they were saying the NNP was wicked for not doing it. So what them is? Because right now we in a heat wave. Yeah, we in a heat wave right now. We in the dry season, in a heat wave, where people don't even have water. And the same man who was passing out bottle of water with his face on it, why he didn't go up there and pass out bottle of water today? If he so like people, no, he don't need their vote now. So he's not up there passing out bottles of water with his image on it, is it? Yeah? Who tell them drink that water? The transformation water? Small axe. Good night, bro. Yeah. So, you know, up there passing out water because now it is even more worse now because you're speaking of a brutal dry season with a heat wave affecting the island and the people are in the exact same situation that you said the last government was wicked for having them in. Remember before the election, he running and he bringing case of water, he come and he taking case of water and bring for them. Wait him now. We ain't saying you for yourself had to do it. So your office couldn't find a 2 case of water and bring, yeah, anyway. You need the vote right now, okay? It's okay. They're listening to you. They're watching you. Yeah, they're watching you, man. They're learning you. Nice. Yeah, they're learning you. 440-7377 347-329-3101. Somebody send a copy of that picture to the Prime Minister so you can know what's going on. One of them must have the Prime Minister number, man. I know my people. One of them must have his number. Send a copy of that to him Make sure that he see what going on there. And then, or look at direct him to Talking Points program so he could refresh himself of what he said back in 2022 when he was seeking to become Prime Minister and the parliamentary representative of St. David. Because it cuts across. I remember he said these things. Remember what he said about housing. And we're still waiting to hear what's going on with that. And like we have a long wait. We have a call online. Good night.
Sheldon.
Yes, ma'am.
They used to go in all community center and pay people. NMP used to go in all community center and pay people. People used to do in the hot sun. They used to go in people's village and pay them. So what the Prime Minister saying is that just shit.
All right, my dear. Okay. I know different mechanisms were used for the seed program under the new National Party. There was the one where they used to go around. In fact, I know of instances where they actually used to drive around, go to certain people's home because they realize some of them, they can't move on different things to make sure they get the money directly into the person's hands. I know that that was one mechanism that was used. Then you had the other one, as the last caller just spoke about, where they used to go to the community centers. That was another mechanism that was used. And even if you were bringing the people over to the financial complex, those that had to come down there at the financial complex, they at least provided a tent and so on that the people didn't have to be out there in the sun and all that kind of thing. But now we see what obtains from the same people in order to get a vote was telling you that NNP wicked for doing it. So if NNP was wicked for doing it, and you were saying that NNP was wicked for doing it, what are you? That's the question now. What are you? Since you were accusing NNP of being wicked for doing that, what are you now? 440-737-734-7329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside. Yes, during COVID time, they were doing it by the community centers. And there was a period of time that they were doing it, bringing it directly to the people's homes and that kind of thing. Yeah, because they didn't want the crowds. You didn't want the crowd. So you were trying to break it apart. You want to make sure the people getting the money, but you were doing it different ways. All right, 440-737-734-7329-3101. When I'm watching some of them comments, I'm cracking up here, you know. Yes, folks, just a reminder, we will not be having the Friday night forum this week. We should be restarting I want to say the first Friday in June, as long as it's not next week Friday. Yeah, the first Friday in June, as long as it's not next week Friday, we will be restarting the Friday night forum. But there will be no Friday night forum this week. As I said, we're trying to sort out one or two things in the background. Yeah, so once that is in place, we can proceed again with the Friday night program, because there's a lot of things that are taking place here. As I say, I'm looking at screens this way, that way, so down there, up there, everything. And it's me alone inside here. So it does be kind of difficult, especially for a full week. It does be kind of difficult. I tried to do the Friday night programs, but it is a bit difficult. And sometimes you all recognize I'll be doing the program on a Friday night and then you see the little head pop up. Daddy. So we have various things that we have to take care of before we're able to do the Friday night program again. We will be coming back with it in June. I promise you all it will be back in June. The first Friday in June, once that Friday is not next week Friday, we will be returning with the Friday night forum. Nice? 440-737-734-7329-3101. Those are the numbers to call and get onto the inside of the program. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think.
Economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home. But
let's hear it again.
A lot of work is going on in the creative economy. We have a small staff, and we are hoping to build that staff. As a matter of fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they are working at home. But the applications are.
So it's not us. We are not the one that's saying that they don't have a location. The minister. Let us just get it clear here. Don't go out on the streets and say Sheldon Scott say no. The minister is saying that they have no place that they're operating from. They're operating from home. There's no central location. Yeah?
fact, the staff in itself do not have a home as yet. We are trying to put a home together for that staff. They are all working remotely and they're working at home. But the applications are coming in, especially for the concession program that we have.
Remember, it's not us that say the concession program still going on. The concession program, we played what the Prime Minister said. In case you forgot, we'll play it again. What the Prime Minister said in relation to the concession program for 12 months, starting in February of 2023. We are now in 2024, May of 2024. So that can be the concession program, innit? Yeah, right. But it's the same concession program you're talking about.
We have people applying for concession in terms of developing the ideas and developing the program. Now, when that happens, we will call in the individual, interview the individual, find out what ideas.
But call them in where? Because he said they're going to call them in. When he said they have no location, so they're going to call them in. I don't know where they're interviewing them. And one listener just posted a interesting question here. Are they paying the rent or mortgage for the staff since they're working home? You never know, because some of them, they were not located in Grenada. They were asked to come home to hold different positions. Who were told, hey, don't worry, man, we go handle. You could come back home. We're giving you this job and that kind of thing. So, yeah, so let me hear.
He or she has convert that idea into a business plan and hold that individual hand along the way. The concessions are there, they are being utilized. We are working in collaboration with GDB. People are responding positively. It's amazing. You may see somebody developing some agro processing or doing some work in regards to developing.
Well, he moved from the creative arts into agro processing and all kind of things. So he gone into something totally different, right? The creative arts is creative arts, agro processing, not because it's culture, and agriculture. There's a different. Anyway, right. 4407377. So we have a few minutes remaining, just about 6 minutes remaining. Let me just see if I can pull what the Prime Minister said when it came to the concession that he's speaking about there. Because what you want to know, what I'm getting at here, is it a situation that only certain people know that the concession continues because there was no public announcement that concession continues, and legally they can continue the concession, but they have to do it by SRNO, yeah, and that has to be gazetted and so. But you've not heard of that, you've not seen the SRNO or at least circulated, you've not seen that, you've not heard that, yet still it seems as though they just continue with the concession, contrary to the fiscal rules here in Grenada. Yeah, the PFM, as they said, the Public Finance Management Act, yeah, contrary to that. But anyway, let's hear what the Prime Minister said in relation to that concession. Listen carefully, let's hear what is the time frame of that.
Of note, in this first year, Mr. Speaker, is the implementation of special fiscal incentives for the creative industry, including 100% concessions on CT and VAT for selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
Okay, yeah, that concession starts when, Mr. Prime Minister? We just want to make sure for 12 months, starting when?
Implementation of special fiscal incentives for the creative industry, including 100% concessions on CT and VAT for selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
Okay, for 12 months starting.
For selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
Right, for 12 months starting February the 1st, 2023.
For selected equipment for 12 months starting
for 12 months, we're making sure we quoting the Prime Minister correctly when we're playing things there. We want to quote him correctly.
Selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
Right, so it's not we say, it's the Prime Minister say. Oh, they wasn't seeing him, all they wanted to see him. Yeah, look at see him, man. That's nothing, man. All they want to make sure. Yeah, we had no AI here. We ain't taking him man's voice and have him saying things that he ain't saying. Right, so yeah, let's make sure you hear it again.
And that for selected equipment for 12 months starting February 1, 2023.
All right, so that was the 9th of December or so in 2022 he was making that statement, right? Nice, yeah, we just want to make sure that you all understand what is going on, right? So if you're calling, you have to take that call. That'll be a quick one and it had to be now. Yeah, It have to be now if you're looking to call. Other than that, we are going to be out of here in the next 3 minutes. Yes, indeed, folks. So, folks, yes, tomorrow we will be having our Thursday night talks. It's going to be interesting because we're doing tomorrow night's program on the specific day, to the day that the NDC has been in office for 100 weeks. And it will be interesting to hear your views. And we open it from the time you see we start here, we're opening. Now, caller, you miss it by a So from the time we start, we are going to take your calls tomorrow night because it will be interesting. We want to hear what are your views of the performance of the government over those 100 weeks. Usually they measure and they say, 100 days. No, we're measuring it 100 weeks. What have they achieved in 100 weeks? Yeah, they could achieve positive things, they could achieve negative things, but what have they achieved? You understand? Like a partner just tell me, he said the guns they say they firing in around town there right now, the fellas probably cleaning it to bring it in for the amnesty. I don't know. So he said they're probably cleaning it to bring it in for the amnesty right now. All you fellas good. Folks, and remember, pay attention to what is going on. Get involved in your constituency. Right now, Britain, the United Kingdom, not Britain. Britain is different from United. So the United Kingdom, they are actually going to elections on, I think it's the 4th of July. Yeah, so they're going to general elections. Yeah? Call it early, boy. Imagine the sitting prime minister over there. He's 20% behind in the polls. 20% behind in the polls, And the man actually gone to a general election when he's 20% behind in the polls. Because he realizes that in order for the other side to flip some of the seats at the general election, they have to do something that has never been done before in Britain. They have to beat him by a clear 12.5, it's 12.5 or 12.9 points. They have to beat him by in order to take over some of the seats, enough seats to form a government. So England is interesting. I like the politics all over. So England is going to be interesting. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. In everything you say and do it safe and secure. One who is speaking to and with you and not about you. In fact, I ain't ending with a gospel tonight. Let me end with something a little different tonight, man.
But God say he's my partner. And he promised to help me.
Remember, in everything you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and definitely not about you. Love each and every one of you. We'll be back tomorrow night with more Talking Points from 8 p.m. just for you.
It's defined as a special occasion where special people make big money donation. But me as a commoner, I was never invited in one. They were all held by a special host. A little MAGA man, he loved to boast. Known as the first Jesus in Grenada. So this country bound to prosper. But the first thing common about them gala, they were never about Grenada. Was about the PM, his popularity and his party. So you could guess who made all the money. You want plain more than a hostess. Fool us to believe you are doing the nation's business. I evaluated your loyalty. You always put your party before the country. All about in Canada. In England and America, healthcare is in shambles and in great danger. Acting prime ministers like sand on the seashore, he gone in another gala down so.